Adams, and unlike my elected representatives, friends and I did sit down and read the bill. And in the interest of brevity, I'm only going to cover page 429, lines 1 through 25, and I understand that this is nothing personal, ma'am, but this is part of the health care bill tonight. We're being given an opportunity to say what we're upset about, so we'll feel better, and they're still not going to do anything about it unless we really get mad. This gentleman in the back with the white hair asked when he'd be forced to die. Page 429, lines 1 through 25, advanced care planning consultants will be used frequently as a patient's health deteriorates. Advanced care consultations may include orders for end-of-life plans. Orders for end-of-life plans. The government will specify which doctors can write orders for end-of-life care or to end your life. And well, this was the whole plan. It's just to make you feel better. It's part of the psychiatric benefit you're going to get with health care reform. I'm going to deviate a little. To this gentleman's point, he didn't want Mr. Obama in his home or in his car, telling him what to put in his car. Page 489, section 1308, the government will cover marriage and family therapy. Isn't that nice? Okay, now who gets a pass here? I think you'll find this interesting because I think the government pretty much has made clear they don't want to bother themselves too much with the facts. Page 65, section 164 is a subsidized plan for retirees and their families of unions and community organizations. With the senator several times. 6 weeks after I email her, I get a page-long thing of psychobabble about how proud she is of her shovel-ready jobs, all 38 of them. Well, if the if that particular bill, TARP, was, what was it? The stimulus that only stimulated Nancy Pelosi, if that particular stimulus bill, that 38 jobs that she was so proud of, that Nancy Pelosi danced herself out in front of the media and said, this bill is about a 4-letter word, jobs. Well, I had a different 4-letter word, and it was shovel-ready.
You've heard the deal about that it takes 10 good things to get rid of one bad thing. I'm going to be way behind. Because we actually, when we arranged the meeting with Senator McCaskill's office, set it up for an hour. We have actually gone a little bit past that in the talks. Now here are our options. We have a number of people still in line. What we have arranged to do are a couple of things, and you avail yourself of any and all of them. First, and you're not going to like it on the first one, maybe on the second one, so don't give me any hard time. First one is, obviously, you can email the senator at Michelle feels better now. Michelle feels better now because you did it to me. That's mccaskill.senate.gov. Second thing is that they have paper here that you can fill out and make your statements on and turn them in, and that would be the third thing, and this is the one that I recommend for you folks here. We have a number of cameras here. All right, we would invite you to stand in front of the camera, and these are folks that are good folks. Stand in front of the camera, make your statement just like you would here, and then we will make sure that gets delivered to Senator McCaskill's office. Look. There is a matter of integrity, and we made a promise. And if you don't think others have the integrity, that's fine. But when I give my word, it's my word. And my word was, we have an hour with them. We have exceeded that hour. They've been gracious to give us that hour. My word is, anybody who wants to avail yourself of being recorded, having your statement done, Senator McCaskill will get it. So the integrity is we made a promise. We're going to keep the promise. Now, if you have a problem with people not keeping promises, I understand that, but we're going to keep this promise, all right? Because we're not going to, look, we are not going to act like those which we oppose. All right. So, all of you, Bill, would you raise your hand? Bill Hennessy, we'll direct that. And so, all of you who want to take advantage of the video, please line up with Bill and he'll take care of it. So I apologize for the fact we had a lot of great input. Look, you all, and I'm sorry to take up more of your time, Michelle, but you all were very passionate, and the other side is very passionate. You expressed yourselves. I would bet you 99 out of 100 of the people who talked tonight and the people who want to talk do not talk regularly in front of crowds. And yet you made some very good points. You had your voices heard. You may not have said things exactly the way you would say them after you see them on film. All right? But you said them and you took the time to do it, and we appreciate it. So, all of you who want to make the statements, go over here, line up with Bill Hennessy and Michelle. The rest of the meeting is yours.
At this time, if there are others with questions, we will go ahead and take them. And I will tell you that we hold meetings in our office on a regular basis. If you call ahead and let me know that you want to come by, I will be there to meet with you. If you come unannounced, there may not be anybody there to meet with you, but we are always willing to meet, whether you are for the position that Senator McCaskill has taken or you are opposed to it. We will listen, and I thank you for your time when you do come out.
Is it possible to table a standing vote as opposed to...
At this time, the question has been asked, can we take a vote of those who are opposed to the health care? If you are opposed to the health care reform, would you please stand? If you are for health care reform, would you please stand? I thank each of you for coming out this evening and being willing to listen. If there's anyone else here that wants to ask some questions or make a statement at this time, you can step up to the podium and we'll take questions for another 20 minutes to a half an hour. Yes, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Bill Haas, and I live in St. Louis City. I'm a single-payer guy myself, like my former boss when I was Assistant Law Director of Cleveland, then Mayor Dennis Kucinich. So it seems that I don't agree with Claire on everything. But my comment is that I think the people who spoke tonight against meaningful health care reform seem to me to come from, by and large, from one or more of three constituencies. Those who voted against Obama and would like to see his health care reform fail because it would weaken his presidency. Those who voted against Claire the first time and will vote against her the second, third, and fourth time, regardless of how she votes. Or those who are against legislation, healthcare legislation, including payment for abortion, and that's their right, and it should be respected, and we should defend their right to say it, and it's something reasonable people can differ on. As for their criticism of government bureaucrats making medical decisions, I would say two things. Right now, they're being made by insurance bureaucrats, and as written about by Bill McClellan this week, the man whose food in his intravenous tube was cut off, even after his doctor called, and and they didn't agree to pay for his food until Bill McClellan called and said, hey, why aren't you paying for his food? And the next day they reversed their decision. So I'll go with the government bureaucrats over the insurance bureaucrats. Finally,